Welcome to the Sacred Gray with Astrid Seren. This is your April month ahead tarot and oracle reading. We are going to just kind of take a look at what themes are coming up for the month of April, what Spirit has for the collective, what we need to know. Welcome in. Whoops. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing? Hanging in there all right? I hope so. Got ash flying around everywhere now. We're going to get started with the I Ching. Just pull a hexagram for the month of April. Hexagram number 49. All right, so you can take a look here. Hexagram 49. Oops. This damn guidebook, such a piece of crap. Okay, oh wow. Hexagram 49, Revolution. Fire in the Lake, the battle of light and dark. The light of fire strives upward as the dark lake presses down. They seem intent on mutual destruction, yet this is the same battle of light and dark that plays out in the seasonal changes. What may seem like a revolution against the natural order may in fact be its fulfillment. The time calls for a testing of... oh no, hang on. A testing of intention. Okay, a testing of intention and purpose, whether evolution or revolution. Nice. So I want to start out with a theme card for the month. And then we can do the less is more spread. 'Cause I get a lot from the less is more spread. Okay, and I feel like that is something that is coming through as guidance for the collective. What can we kind of siphon out and what can we lean into more? Okay, what can we bring more of in? Okay, one more shuffle and then split. All right. Spirit. So this is the theme card for the month. Spring. Spring. Embodiment. Acting as if. Okay, can I get one card for less, please? That's that one. One card for less. Copper. And one card for more. Is that it? No. One card for more. That's it. Gold. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Drowned King. Well, fuck me. Ego collapse. Yeah, that's going to happen. Okay. Less copper, more gold. Well, copper is comfort. Copper is Venusian. Copper was used by ancient civilizations to make vessels. Okay. You're not holding anything anymore. You're not holding a standard anymore. Okay, looking at the Drowned King, you're not holding on to what is comforting for people around you. Okay, you're not holding, you're not holding an expectation anymore. More, in the place of more, we have gold, right? You are becoming, the philosopher's gold. You are becoming kind of the final step, your final form, right? More embodiment. Let's read gold. Okay. Some of you guys are really scared. I think some of you guys are really, really scared. At the time that I'm filming this, I think a lot of people are dealing with fear. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but let me read this. Gold, illumination, splendor, culmination. The alchemist's gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence, among countless other names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical element, but I should probably read the words, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it, get to know it, its properties, and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. Reverence is key. Reverence. Your gold may be entirely different from someone else's. It is important for the alchemist to respect their own unique journey toward a righteous and resplendent goal. In some wisdom traditions, gold is seen as a nectar, a sap, a honey-like substance coming from trees, bees, even the pineal gland. Open yourself to gold's infinite sources. Whale. Becoming. Fear. When we tap into the true gold, right? Not the gold that is material, not the gold, but the way that Kim Krans describes it, the gold that is unique to you, the gold that only you can uncover and should not be kind of taken out of the truth of what it is, which is sacred and not material. It is an essence. Okay. When we find that and then we act on it and we act like we know what the fuck it is that lives in us, right? This sacred mineral. Okay. This gem, this, gold we associate with the sun. The sun is exalted in Leo. The sun is the ruler of Leo. I mean, that's not the exaltation. Leo doesn't have an exaltation, but that's the domicile. That is the ruler of Leo. This is the heart. That's what I'm trying to say. When you get in touch with your heart and you realize that there's something that brings you joy that is not a vessel, that is not a vessel that keeps yourself or other people comfortable, right? Vessels create security for something within it. When we learn that gold is something other than what you can hold in a vessel, there's like a free fall that happens. Okay, the drowned king. This is an ego collapse. You are becoming your final form, right? At least for this season. I think this is going to honestly happen a couple of fucking times, kids. Hang tight. Let's see. Let's get into the tarot. You are becoming, whether evolution or revolution, whether by yoke or bile. It's happening. It's happening. And I think that this collective is so tired. Are you cowering in fear? Are you cowering in guilt? Are you allowing that fear to be kind of translated as fear that we experience when we're hiding from an abuser? Or are you allowing that fear to take the form of like, I'm getting onto a fucking roller coaster? You want to get onto that roller coaster. That's the difference. You desire the experience that that roller coaster has for you. My candle is going out. I need a new candle, you guys. That's my last one. Oh no. You want to get onto the roller coaster. You know, that's a desire that you have. That's something that's an experience that you want for yourself, right? That's the difference between getting onto a roller coaster and hiding from an abuser, is you don't want that person around, right? 3 of Pentacles. Are you willing to be recognized for your work? 5 of Pentacles. Or are you going to isolate yourself and continue carrying a load that no one is helping you with? This is a time for transition, okay? This is a time for moving on. Who's your friend? Who's your friend right now? Who's supporting you in the building of this dream? Who's supporting you in the creation of focus, aim? Not the sun. Not the sun. Dude, what's under the sun? Temperance. Yeah. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is to know who the fuck you are. When you know who the fuck you are, then you don't need to battle for validation in your decision making. You don't need to rationalize your decision making to anyone other than yourself. And even at that point, you don't really need to rationalize it to yourself. Okay? There is very little that needs to be done in terms of, I guess, solidifying some decisions that you're making, right? When you're confident in your abilities, when you brand yourself as a winner, then you don't really need outside validation, because you know that even if you kind of fumble, right, that it's not a loss, really. The only difference between a winner and a loser is that a winner chooses that they are a winner, right? The collapse of the ego, the collective ego death. Yeah, what's that going to be like for you? You know, what's it going to be like? Is it going to be a glorious process? Oh my fucking God. Thank God I can let this go. When I was a kid, my aunt took me to Great America, and she fucking hustled me onto this goddamn roller coaster. It was called the Grizzly. They've renamed it and it's something else now. But the point of the Grizzly was to make you feel like there was a grizzly bear shaking the fucking structure of the roller coaster. Okay, that was the point. So like you get onto this roller coaster, which I love roller coasters. Okay, like don't get it twisted. I love roller coasters now, and I loved roller coasters back then. And this roller coaster was built, it was wood. It was a wood structure. And the whole thing shook. It shook like it was being shaken by a giant fucking grizzly bear. That was the point. It was terrifying. And as much as I loved roller coasters, I was terrified of that particular roller coaster. And she fucking made me get on that roller coaster. And I did. I cried the whole fucking time. Cried the whole time. And then we got off. And she said, you can play any game that you want. She felt so bad. She was like, you can play any game that you want. And I went and I played that game. And I won. It was one of those stupid like tic-tac-toe things where you like throw the ball. And they fucking design it so that you won't, so that the ball will like pop right out. But I threw that ball and it landed the first time and I won the giant stuffy. Are you listening? That right there, that was magic, right? I conquered a fear, and the funny thing too was that, I do love roller coasters, right? So I don't really know too much how that story, it came up for me recently. And I don't really know how much that story pertains to, I guess our current collective experience, but like, I guess the point is to say that, I wouldn't have won that game if I didn't go on that roller coaster, I wouldn't have won that game if I didn't get shaken up to the point where I was able to be confident in the way that I threw that ball. Like I threw that ball exactly the way that I threw it because I had been sobbing, having like a somatic release, right? So I think that relates to us here in that, you know, the collective ego death is something necessary. What are you like? What is the point for you? You know, what are you aiming for after this? Right. I guess I think that, for many of you, I see this kind of communion here in these last three cards where, you know, you're able to receive support in something that you're working towards, and that kind of brings a solution, right? With the sun here at the bottom, and then temperance. It's like there's a solution that's available to you, you know, this month. But I see you kind of accepting help with it and chipping away at it, right? This could be something involving your community. This could be something involving your work, or it could just be something that you have needed to do for a while. Okay, but either way, I'm looking at this situation where it's like things come together and some focus is kind of gained here, you know, after feeling kind of disoriented here and then choosing to move past this disorienting experience, you know. Four of Cups. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, please do not deny help right now. There might be some people that come through that try to offer you assistance, and I want you to be mindful about, you know, who you are denying help from and why. Okay, that's the Devil there with the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I really want you to be careful about who you're denying help from and why. This does feel like it's a little bit of the Drowned King here, the ego death, right? You might need help this month. You are supported. You are. Are you going to accept that support? Are you going to accept the support that's available to you? That's the question, okay? Now, I'm going to pull some final cards from Poesis. Lean on your team. Lean on your team. Some people in this collective are really becoming adults in areas of their life that like you really probably have not wanted to step into that in the past. Silence. This is a time for listening. Body. Wisdom, embrace. Oops, fear. Ooh, what did I say? Womb. Breathe. We're breathing life into something. Blockage, hold. There's one more. Oh. Anything else? Okay. Wound at the bottom. Oh, I love this deck. Oh, and what did I say? Listen and expand. This is a time for listening. Fear and transform. Listen. Listen. Guys, I want you to watch. I want you to watch. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to people before you just agree with them. And this could be like kind of part of the hesitation that we have in accepting help. There is, you know, it's not for no reason that you're hesitant to accept help from someone or something, whatever it is. That's a theme. It's not for no reason. You know, you have reasons to say no. You always have reasons to say no. You know, you're not fucking crazy. Let me tell you that you're not crazy. Okay. People are invalidating. That's what it is. It's not that you're crazy. It's that people are fucking, they're in their own world. They can't see your reasoning. Okay. but your reasoning is probably very fucking valid, you know? But when we don't anchor into the body, we miss out on the ability to see if someone's really got our best interest in mind or not. So this month, when we find ourselves in situations where we have to accept help in one way or another, possibly from people who we don't really want to accept help from, this could be a part of the ego collapse. It might not be, right? Or whatever it is. Maybe we just kind of find ourselves in company with people that we don't want to be around, right? Whatever it is. I want you to know that whatever it is that you listen to or observe in their behavior, there's wisdom in that practice of watching what the fuck they're doing. Don't write someone off, okay? And don't bend to the will of another either. Like on the opposite side of this, don't bend to someone's fucking will. Don't do that. Transform your fear into expansion and the ability to listen is what's coming through in these cards. Like, I feel like we're being called not to break connections that maybe we would want to. I felt called to split this deck. Hang on. There might be connections that come in that like previously we would have written off, but I feel like we're being called to kind of circle back and take a second look. Okay. Oh, the Great Serpent. Wow, the Ouroboros. Okay, so when I split the deck is the Ouroboros. Give it to the snake. Give it to the snake. The fear, let it be transformed. Throw it into the snake's mouth. Okay. When we listen, like, and this is hard, this is hard because I think about the people that I really don't want to fucking listen to, I think about the people that I would really fucking rather not. And it's very hard for me to not be black and white, but if I throw that fear into the mouth of the Ouroboros, then it can be transmuted into grace and the wisdom to observe, right? Because immediately, in the moment, I'm like, fuck you. Like, I don't want to listen to you, right? But if I throw that fear into the mouth of the Ouroboros, then I have an opportunity to alchemize that fear into, the wherewithal of, hey, I should probably listen to what this situation is trying to teach me right now, right? You have an opportunity there. Then you can learn something. Then you can grow. But that would not have been possible if you didn't intentionally say, I'm going to do something with this fear. I'm going to do something with what it is that this person, this situation activates in me. Okay, this wound. Underneath wound is heal. And underneath heal is magic. And underneath magic is feel. And underneath feel is intuition. And then we have explore. You got to feel it to heal it. If you're just like, I'm scared, then you're not feeling the fear and doing something with it. Because when you acknowledge that there's fear, that's, a key player in the situation that you're finding yourself in, well, then you can see it and you can fucking do something with it. Okay? Chaos this month. Listen, there's no fucking sense in fighting the chaos. I said that in the month ahead. There's no sense in fighting the chaos. What kind of escape are you making here? What kind of escape? Instead of escaping, why don't we just make it easier for ourselves? What do we want? Simplify it. What the fuck do you want? What do you want? It's not that simple, right? Mind. No, but it is that simple. What do you want? It's not, I want to be wealthy. It's not, I want a house. It's not, I want to be married. No. Those are the things that you think that you need to get to what it is that you want. Okay, hear me out. You think that you need wealth so that you can then become a great painter or a great architect or a great writer. You think that you need structure and routines so that then you can run a successful business. You think that you need more wisdom. You think that you need to go to school so that you can be a better leader. No, no, no. No, no, no. What do you want? I want to move people with my art. What do you want? What do you want? I want to experience a flow state. What do you want? I want... It's a hard question to answer. I want to play checkers for the rest of my life. What would you do for buckets of money, and what would you do for no money at all? What would you create? What would you celebrate about yourself? What would you celebrate in someone else? I think that some of you guys are going to meet some people this month that might be key players in your journey here. And so I want you to look out for that, okay? Splitting the deck one more time, we get Uranus, the Great Awakener. Yeah, we're moving and a shaking, you guys. We're moving and a shaking, okay? I love you. Take care of yourselves. Take it easy. And let me know if you need anything, okay? All right. Bye-bye.